What's up, guys? As promised, I want to talk about my sprint protocol today. So my sprint protocol is typically I will watch an edit that kind of gets me emotionally engaged and sort of in a more intense mood. And I do that to remind myself of why I'm being productive and to make it a little bit more stimulating and heroic at the start, which our brains like that. And then what I do is I switch the music to Dreamlight by Brain FM. This is the highest entrainment track they have for free on YouTube if you want to check it out. And I led up to that with a more chill workflow using a lower entrainment track using the principle of momentum in productivity. Now, after my sprint, which I guess I better talk about another thing during the sprint, is I'm viewing it as I'm sort of like a mental athlete where I'm trying to constantly bring my focus back and to essentially like shut off my brain, which I have a lot of thoughts, so it can be difficult, but my brain knows that during that time is when I'm trying to get back on track, when I'm trying to not have thoughts. The goal is to not have thoughts. It's not going to happen. So you just keep bringing it back. Another tip is in the sprint or in this like hot workflow, what I'll do is I will randomly pick things to stare very intensely at. And this is called the quiet eye. It's something that athletes use to increase their focus. And I find that it works very well for a hot or a sprint productivity protocol. So that's what works for me. I'll also watch an edit at the end as a celebration, and during while I'm going, I'll also like celebrate the little wins that are happening as I'm doing it. But the whole point of a sprint is you're basically trying to attune your mind so that you have a very intense level of focus, and the way you do that is by celebrating your wins, using higher entrainment music, always getting back on the horse with your focus, and using the quiet eye technique. And for a hot protocol, you also want to use music that has sort of like a marching cadence, where it's like where a chill protocol is sort of like a leisurely stroll. A hot protocol music you want to use is more like a brisk walk, is how I'd put it. So that's what I've got. That's my sprint protocol. Go be productive.